Hey guys, Martin here, bringing you Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so after the initial AGL Golden Frieza showcase, I was a bit disappointed. I also got a bit confused because I was doing it during the stream, and at one point while reading the chat I missed that the one of the big supers that I talked about during that video doing big damage to Golden Frieza was actually on the tech Golden Frieza. So the post super attack from AGL Golden Frieza we didn't actually see. It was physical, it was tech Golden Frieza taking the super from Rose. However, in that video, we did still take a slot 1 super from the tech Zamasu on the second turn, which still did like 500k, which is a little bit disappointing. But we do have a recommendation. We're going to try out the Omega team, because obviously we're only getting the 170 lead, but we can get such massive buffs from Omega. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, right? Because we're getting a lower leader skill technically, but I think we could still have some pretty good potential here. I'm going to attack Rose with the tech Sin, because he, if you get the 7 orbs, has that big like attack lowering against the attacked enemy, so I think that could be quite useful. But yeah, as you can see here, this is a really good rotation for this Frieza. Tons of attacks in slot 1. Rose gonna super here, and we just dodge. I mean, we should take double digits from that anyway, but this is what I was saying in the initial showcase, is at least on turn 1, Frieza is pretty invincible. And then it's the second turn onwards that we really need to see how well he's going to perform. So this rotation setup actually works quite nicely, because we've got both the Omegas on the next turn, which is normally not great. But because we had these guys on turn 1 for the defense, then it works out fine, and it means we'll get both of their passives active, and then of course that means we'll be getting an extra 140% defense from the Omega passives. So Frieza getting a bunch of attacks off here, getting some build up. He got hit like all the times he needed in order to get his full attack build up. Obviously tech Golden Frieza having to take the sacrifice of not getting any hits in this turn before he attacks. So obviously his attack stat is incredibly low, because mine is 55%, and he needs to get hit first in order to get built up. But it is what it is. And then yeah, Tech Sin going to attack Rose here. Obviously hitting him does give him 1 proc of his like build up, but Omega or Sin lowers attack. It's like 30% or something if you pick up the 7 orbs. So I always forget though, Sin does do a lot of additionals, so we're actually giving him multiple buffs here. But he's already supered this turn, so we don't need to worry too much about that. The Omega team is kind of risky in a way in this event, because of the number of like times Rose will inadvertently get hit because of like AoEs and stuff like that. But yeah, Tech Golden Frieza taking 150k from that AoE is pretty scary. Omega locks in slot 1. Okay, that's actually perfect. And it's the Rainbow Friend. Okay. Well, that's good. So we'll grab that. Get the Rainbow Orb that we need for you. Grab those for you. And then can't get any physical orbs here, so no healing. But we are going to action break away the AoE, which is quite nice here. Rose going to take a Super Omega, but we've got both the Omega passives active, which means Omega has a lot of damage reduction. 580k is still quite a lot, but that's the unfortunate side effect of landing all those hits on Rose, especially with Sin doing all those additionals. That might have been a little bit of a mistake here, because we're on very low HP. I'm not actually sure if HL Rose is going to be able to tank well enough in slot 2 here, especially if Zamasu supers. If he gets hit a couple of times first, then he's usually fine. And I think Rose is attacking first, but then he's obviously got some build up now, so this could be a little bit scary for AGL Rose. He does always get 2 supers guaranteed, and he does build up defense. He does greatly raise on super. If we could get a 3rd super here, that would be great, but we do not. Oh, yeah, 256k. Oof. Okay, so we're jumping straight back in, and we've got a better starting rotation this time, because we are not going to have Sin hit Rose multiple times, but we also have the Omega on the first turn, so we can get the buff straight away. So Frieza's at 500k defense on this turn here with the Tech Frieza, and then bear in mind obviously he's going to get an extra 70% from Omega activating his passive here. So we shouldn't have to worry too much about anyone taking damage on this turn. There you go. Zamasu going to super attack Golden Frieza straight away in slot 1. And we should take double digit damage. Yeah, nice. Get hit a couple of times, so we get a little bit of build up. So we've got 26 million here for the initial attack. And then obviously we're very likely to crit, as we have 90% crit chance on turn 1. 16 million for the additional. Hopefully we can get the hidden potential as well. He needs to super attack 5 times to get fully built up. So additional normal doesn't count for building up his defense, unfortunately. But he is going to get hit the 5 times he needs. So his attack is going to be fully built up. And now obviously post super, like, he will tank this for double digits as well. Because remember, his 18 key super does at least give him the 30% defense raise for the turn. And then obviously Tech Frieza in the middle is... he gets a little bit of extra attack from links, so 16 million, definitely better than like the 6 million we've seen in situations like this before. But obviously he didn't get hit at all. Well, he actually got hit by the AoE, didn't he? So that's, I guess, why it's slightly higher. Damn, 172k though from a normal from Rose. That's pretty crazy for my 55% Frieza. But yeah, Omega in slot 3 kind of helps out with the action break here, because I think that's what, they both only attacking once in slot 3, so both of those attacks just get removed straight away, which is pretty good. The only downside I think for this team when it comes to running both the Friezas, and like if you wanted to run them as a rotation, is you kind of have to then flow off the Omega, because otherwise you're going to end up with both of them on the same rotation. But I mean, this works out quite nicely. We can do this for you, get the orbs for AGL Rose, and then grab these. So it'll be good to see what Frieza's defense is the start of the second turn, with the build up that he's had so far, and then the support from this Omega as well. So we go ahead and super with Rose. Ideally, if Rose is going to super this turn, well, actually, to be fair, either of them. I don't really want them supering AGL Rose. I need them to super STR Rose here or Omega after he's attacked, realistically. But we'll see how that plays out here. Because AGL Rose can actually be really tanky as long as he takes a couple of hits first. We had a rotation on one of the recent videos where he took like 500k from a normal in slot 1 because he got locked in slot 1. And then literally the follow-up hit from that was double-digit damage because of how much extra defense he gets from the hits that he takes. So nice. Okay, he didn't get supered. That's perfect. And then Omega with the 40 million attack in slot 3 here. The only downside, obviously, to floating Omega is that his support is only for 2 turns. So this one will now, obviously, his support will be active on the next turn for the 2 Golden Friezas, but the one from turn 1 who got floated off, obviously his won't be. So I don't think it's an optimal way to run this setup. Like, I feel like you want both the Omegas on the Omega team. You want both of them on, like, the main rotation. So that buff is being given out like constantly, but either way we should be okay here. So what are we looking like here? Okay, Sin is locked in slot 1, but it is the here is only a heal. We're not actually getting attacked here. So yeah, Frieza, AGL Golden Frieza's at 900k with 80% damage reduction, but obviously no guard. I mean, realistically, we could just do this here. Because we already, like, our Golden Frieza, AGL Golden Frieza's already fully built up. So we can just go ahead and do that. Do that. And then grab those. I could have attacked Rose for the attack lowering, but again, like in the previous clip, I don't really want to be having Sin do like multiple additionals and give him even more build up when we don't need to. We're all going to start attacking Rose here soon anyway, so might as well put as much damage onto Zamasu as quickly as we can here, because of course then that does debuff Rose a little bit as well. So And yeah, this allows the Golden Frieza to just get built up here. AGL Golden Frieza gets to get his attacks off and finish building up. Well, I say finish. He needs to super 3 times if he's going to get his full build up. But 46 million is not too bad. And we still have 80% chance to crit as well. So yeah, it's pretty good. And then 29 mil on the additional. All of these should really be hitting crits unless we get really unlucky. Got 80% chance. So yeah, he's supered 4 times, so he's almost fully built up. But obviously the Tech Frieza is just absorbing everything on this turn thanks to the active skill. Still took 47k from Rose though, considering Rose's been hit like, what, twice only? And he's still doing that kind of damage despite Frieza having his active skill turn. 90 million. It's pretty good. For the 55% Golden Frieza. Additional into 58 million. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay. So, I guess we do this. Active skill with Rose. We're still going to be close because obviously the in Rose, the more he takes hits, like he can be very, very dangerous. So even when you get down to him being the last enemy, like you still do have to worry a little bit. I can't believe we didn't pick up the STR orbs. That's super annoying. Right, we just got to make sure we get our rainbow orb for Omega, so everyone's defense gets buffed. And at least Rose does lower attack with his additional, as long as he does get an additional super and not just an additional normal. The STR Rose. So far so good. But yeah, I mean, this kind of event, like the Golden Friezas on Omega's team definitely can serve a purpose. The AGL Frieza definitely benefits from getting that massive buff from physical Omega, but I don't know, I feel like he's not like a necessary, he's not like a new EZA that's come out and it's like, oh yes, like we have to put him on Omega's team now, he makes Omega's team like way better. Right, I don't think Omega's team was already really good before. Golden Frieza has some interesting shenanigans like the Tech LR one because of the active skill, whereas the AGL one, like his real value is going to be that big turn 1 defensive play, which obviously for events like this where they can disable your dodge, that can obviously be, where they can rotation lock you, that'll be really helpful because on turn 1 it doesn't matter where Frieza like ends up potentially getting locked. Of course we nullified the attack and then it was the super, because he'll tank regardless on turn 1, like whichever slot he's in, however many attacks he's going to have to take, like he's going to tank, right? So that is very, very good. But yeah, we are in a bit of a sketchy spot here. I mean, we kind of like, you kind of don't really want to do this, but let's see if it can actually do damage, because I remember pre-EZA, Frieza's active skill was notoriously like weak. So, but we're fully built up for our attack, so
I'm going to reduce you and this sorry excuse for a planet into dust.
I mean, I guess we could try and I guess we can see how much he's going to tank for here, but like it's turn 5. He's got 1 million defense, but he's only going to have 70% damage reduction. I say only, but like, yeah, we know how hard Rose can hit for. I feel like he probably dies, although we will. That defense will go up when Omega picks up his orbs as well. So his defense is, yeah, 1.13 million. So let's see. Do we survive in slot 1? That's the question. Depends whether he supers or not, really. Because, yeah, we can tank the normals, that's fine. And we get a dodge. And then there you go, 44 mil. Frieza should hopefully finish him off here. Close, but unfortunately not. And then he dodged. So, I mean, there you go. So, like, that would be a risky turn if he was to take a super from this built-up Rose, but If he's taking normals, he's tanking them pretty nicely, and his damage is definitely not terrible. So yeah, I mean, I like him on this team a little bit more than the Frieza and Gogeta team, but I think that is largely because that team is kind of wonky at the moment. But yeah, he's definitely a lot better on this team with Omega, with the double Omegas giving them the buffs and everything. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty decent. We've got a really long clear time because I started the event before I started recording, but yeah, pretty good. So let me know what you guys think of AGL Golden Frieza down below. Have you tried him out on some teams yet? We've used him on the Frieza and Gogeta team and now the Omega team. I definitely like him a bit more on this team. Obviously, Wicked Bloodline could see some kind of resurgence with a new unit and like the STR cooler and physical metal cooler EZAs and stuff like that. And then this guy would actually be interesting. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the AGL Golden Frieza EZA down below in the comment section. If you haven't tried him out on Omega's team, give it a go. Let me know what you think. But yeah, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.